I want to talk to you, not as an actor with 2 Oscars on the shelf, not as the kid who once played Malcolm X or Reuben Hurricane Carter, but as a man who has been flat broke, heart broke, and almost spirit broke. I want to pull up a chair, look you in the eye, and tell you how the kid from 2900 block of 8th Street in Mount Vernon, New York, learned that the distance between a dead end and a destiny is sometimes just one audacious decision. Let me take you back to where it all started. Mount Vernon, New York, in a neighborhood where the streets were loud, tough, and unforgiving. Growing up, life wasn't easy. My family didn't have much. And when I was 14, everything changed. My parents' marriage fell apart, and their divorce hit me hard. I was angry, lost, and started drifting down a dangerous path. The streets were calling, and I was answering. I was hanging out with the wrong crowd, guys. I called my running buddies, good kids at heart, but caught up in a world of crime, drugs, and violence. Looking back, I know I was headed for trouble. If it wasn't for my mother, I might have ended up like some of those friends who've spent decades behind bars, their lives swallowed by the streets. My mom, a single parent with little to her name, saw where I was going and refused to let me fall. She made a choice that changed everything. She sent me to a military academy. That decision saved my life. It gave me structure, discipline, and a chance to step away from the chaos. It wasn't easy, but it was the wake-up call I needed to turn things around. Even with that shift, finding my path wasn't a straight line. I was searching, trying to figure out who I was meant to be. I went to college thinking I'd be a doctor. Pre-med seemed like the way to go, but I quickly realized I wasn't cut out for it. So I switched to political science thinking maybe law was my calling. Nope, that didn't fit either. I tried journalism next, but my heart wasn't in it. My grades reflected my confusion, 1.8 GPA one semester, low enough for the university to politely suggest I take a break. I was 20 years old, floundering, with no clear direction. I felt like I was failing at everything, and let me tell you, that's a heavy weight to carry. But I didn't let it crush me. I took that time off, not as a defeat, but as a chance to regroup, to figure out what I was really about, to make ends meet. I worked all kinds of jobs. I was a garbage man, hauling trash in the early mornings. I worked in a factory, clocking long hours on assembly lines. I sorted mail at the post office, doing whatever it took to keep going. Those jobs weren't glamorous, but they taught me something invaluable. Hard work isn't about where you are, it's about who you're becoming. I never complained about being broke or struggling. I had faith deep down that something bigger was waiting for me. I believed that even if I didn't know what it was yet, I'd find it. Those years of grinding, of showing up day after day, built a resilience in me that I carry to this day. I wasn't afraid to hustle, and I wasn't afraid to failure. Let's talk about that for a minute. I failed at finding my place in the world for a long time, but I learned something crucial. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning. Every time I hit a wall, I didn't turn back. I kept moving forward, experimenting, searching for what lit a fire in me. And then, almost by accident, I stumbled into acting. It wasn't love at first sight, but it grew on me. I started taking classes, performing in small theater productions. And slowly, I felt something click. Acting wasn't just a job. It was a way to tell stories, to connect, to make people feel something. I found my passion, but let me be clear. The road didn't get easier. Just because I knew what I wanted. The acting world was brutal. I auditioned for roles and got rejected over and over. I remember one audition for a Broadway musical, a part I thought was perfect for me. I walked in confident, ready to shine, only to realize I couldn't sing a note. I didn't get the part, and it stung, but I didn't quit. I kept showing up, preparing for the next audition, and the one after that. I prayed, I worked, and I failed again and again. But here's the thing about failure. It's not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every rejection taught me something. Every no pushed me to get better, to refine my craft, to dig deeper. I kept telling myself, if you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later, you're gonna get a haircut. And I did. Years later, I landed a role in a play called Fences on Broadway. Not only did I get the part, but I won a Tony Award for it. And here's the kicker. That win happened at the Court Theater, the same place where I'd failed an audition 30 years earlier. That moment was proof that persistence pays off. Today, I look at my career. 2 Oscars, countless films, roles that have touched millions. And I'm grateful, but I'm not here to brag. I'm here to tell you that none of this happened because I was special or lucky. It happened because I refused to give up. I wasn't afraid to fail, to fall flat on my face, to look foolish. I took risks. I embraced the unknown, and I want you to do the same. You're going to fail at something in life. Accept it. You'll lose, you'll mess up, you'll feel embarrassed, but don't let that stop you. Fall forward. Every failed experiment, every rejection, every moment you feel like you're not enough is a step closer to where you're meant to be. The only way you lose is if you stop trying. My wife once told me something that stuck with me. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. That's the truth. If I'd let fear of failure hold me back, I wouldn't be here today. If I'd listened to the doubts, the critics, or even my own insecurities, I'd still be lost wondering what could have been. Instead, I kept pushing, kept believing, kept working, and I want you to think about that for yourself. What's your dream? What's calling you? And what's stopping you from chasing it? Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's the voice in your head saying you're not good enough. Maybe it's the people around you telling you to play it safe. Let me tell you something. You are enough right now as you are. You have everything you need to start. I think about a story Les Brown, a motivational speaker, once shared. He said to imagine you're on your deathbed, surrounded by the ghosts of your unfulfilled potential, the ideas you never acted on, the talents you never used, the dreams you let slip away. They're angry, disappointed, saying, "We came to you because you could have brought us to life, and now we have to go to the grave with you." That image haunts me. How many ghosts will be around your bed when your time comes? Don't let your dreams die with you. Don't let fear of failure or doubt keep you from trying. You owe it to yourself to take a chance, to see what you're capable of. Your dream isn't enough on its own. You need goals, daily goals, monthly goals, yearly goals. Dreams without goals are just wishes, and wishes don't build futures. Goals do, but goals alone aren't enough either. You need discipline and consistency. Those are the bridges between where you are and where you want to be. Discipline means showing up even when you don't feel like it. Consistency means doing it day after day, even when the results aren't immediate. It's not glamorous, but it's how you win. And while you're chasing those goals, stay open. Open to new ideas, new people, new possibilities. Life has a way of surprising you, of showing you paths you never imagined. Don't be so rigid that you miss them. I've been scared plenty of times in my life. I've felt insecure, unsure, out of my depth. But I've learned that the things that scare you are often the things worth doing. The risks you take, the people you meet, the faith you hold on to, that's what defines you. So don't hold back, give everything you've got, fall forward, not backward. Every step, every stumble, every moment you choose to keep going is building the life you're meant to live. So what's your story? What's your dream? And what are you waiting for? You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Take that first step, no matter how small. Fail, learn, try again. The world is waiting for what only you can bring. Don't let fear rob you of your greatness. Don't let doubt keep you from your purpose. You were born for this moment, for this journey, So go out there, fall forward, and make it happen.